In this video, I'm going to shine some light on what is keeping you average. Not only that though, I'm going to give you something that's easy and practical that will help resolve this issue. So what is keeping you average? It's your phone. More specifically, it's the average use on your phone every day. You see, 46% of people spend an average of 5 to 6 hours a day on their phone. And most of this time is actually spent on social media. For example, TikTok has an average session time of 10 minutes every day. That's not too bad, right? Well, wait until you see that the average sessions per day is 8. Just do a little bit of quick math and you'll see that it's 80 minutes a day just on TikTok alone. Now, on YouTube, it's about 40 minutes a day, only that. However, that's the global average, and the time spent on average for young adults and teens is much higher than that. Just think about that. 5 to 6 hours a day. Now that's a lot of time. To give some perspective, my total evening shift at work is 5 hours. Now that's insane. The average time I spend at work is the average time the US spends on their phone every day. Now, just imagine all the things you could do with just half of that time. You could go work out for 1 hour, then go play an instrument for another hour, and at the end of it, you would still have 30 to 60 minutes left that you need to get over with. In fact, you could go and watch the entire movie of Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon with just half the time on average that is spent on a phone. In fact, you could watch the entirety of Dark Side of the Moon twice a day, every day, and you would still have the same amount of average time spent on a phone. I mean, it really is an insane amount of time that we are spending on our phones just scrolling by, and well, what are we doing with that time? And by that, I mean that we could probably be using that time for our own advantage. We could be doing a lot more things, be more successful, and all of that. Okay, but I think you figured it out. This time that you're spending on your phone is what is keeping you average. In fact, it could be keeping you below average. And well, why is this? Due to the law of opportunity cost. And it's very simple. It basically is that the time or money or thing, whatever you're spending on one thing, is the opportunity cost that you are not spending on thing 2. So if you're spending 5 to 6 hours a day on your phone, it is 5 to 6 hours that you're not using to improve your life. You could be making so much more progress in your life if you use just half of those 5 to 6 hours a day that you spend on your phone. So you have two options. Option 1, just keep doing as you were before this video, and well, you will continue to be average or even below average. Or option 2, you actually start to make really good changes in your life, even if it's just a little bit. And all of this is not just because some random dude on YouTube told you to do so. No, I don't think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that deep down, you know what's good for you. As you see, I am a YouTuber, and as a YouTuber, I would love it if you spend more and more time consuming my content, spending so many hours a day. And well, that's because more views equals more money for a YouTuber. But if I say so myself, that would be a tainted victory for me. I would rather earn less in views to give you more value. And so if you're liking this video, please leave a like, because that is going to help the YouTube algorithm recognize this video and it can spread it to more people and more people. Okay, but let's be a little bit realistic, and well, we have to understand that after this video, you're not just going to stop using your phone all completely. You might want to, and some of you might actually do it, but only do it for a bit. But you have been using your phone for years. So it will not be very easy to get rid of this habit that has been built for years and years, maybe even decades. So let's go on to a new rule, the 80-20 rule. And I'm sure you heard it, but if you haven't, it's basically that 80% of your results is going to come from 20% of your inputs. So for this scenario, that 20% of input is going to be stop using your phone so much. Or at the very least, stop using it when you know you should not be using it. So just observe your life. I can say with high certainty that when you're about to do some homework, some work, studying, etc., you use your phone. And in fact, you probably use your phone more than you should. For example, if you went to the library for 1 hour, really, you probably spent just 30 to 40 minutes studying or doing whatever you needed to be doing. And the rest of that time was probably spent on your phone. And from this perspective, your phone is quite literally robbing time away that your dreams and ambitions need. Because you see, goals, dreams, they all become fantasies without action. And your phone, well, what is it doing? It's leeching second by second, minute by minute, hour plus hours of the precious time you need to make your dreams and goals turn into reality, not fantasies. Time here is like water, and you need to make sure to water the right seed in your brain, in your habits, in your life. So think and reflect. I want you to be better, but even more, I want you to want that for yourself. Phones are a great source of entertainment, but for the majority of us, it probably does more harm than any good. So let's stand up to this and quite literally take responsibility over our lives. And no, it's not always easy to try and do that, turn our lives around. That is why average people stay average, because it's not easy. But you, my viewer, my comrade, you are different. So I'm going to show you how to change all of that. The first thing that I'm going to tell you is that the solution is not that extreme. I cannot tell you to just stop using your phone completely. That's quite unrealistic. I mean, you do need your phone to make calls, some text messages for emergency purposes, or just to be contacted by your friends, family, and all of that. What I have found to be the best solution for this is to either hide your phone when you're working and making sure that your data and Wi-Fi are off, or placing it on do not disturb me mode, and this applies to Apple and Android. You see, hiding your phone when you need to concentrate is the best way for you to take care of yourself. And yes, it may sound silly, like, oh, how can you really hide something from yourself? But not seeing your phone will make it harder to go at it by default after you have become bored or tired. If you do try to do this all by just willpower, it will probably not work. And if it does, you are spending too much willpower that could be used somewhere else in your life. But after this video, I don't want to give you the impression that phones are all bad. No, they can actually be pretty good on the right light. In fact, they can actually help you stay more productive. And if you want to find out how, you should watch this video right here. Either way, I'll see you in the next video. Stay sharp, Improvement Gang.